Hi, Misha here, and I was waiting to see how long it would take J-Ro to notice there was already a swing at the cabin. He went around the back and goes, "You know there's a swing here?" Yeah, they kind of just grow. Said, all the years you've known me, everywhere I've lived, they just kind of materialize. Anyway, this was donated by my brother. But, we talked about it on a live stream or two, and you know, a little bit on the personal channel and on the direct Patreon. But I wanted to make an announcement for the cabin area as we're starting to come into spring, so we can get a better idea of where the leaves are and where to shoot, and as the cabin is getting in the dry now. What we want to do on Patreon is start kind of a sponsorship tier, donation tier for shooting targets and the shooting structure. We do plan on shooting off the deck some for like scopes, sighting in, that kind of thing, because apparently you sighted people need scopes. But generally speaking, we want to put kind of a frame structure a little more towards the mountain with steel targets. So that we would do kind of a Patreon sponsorship if you want. Roughly speaking, and I'll get an exact number, but a target with chains and a frame, $100, give or take. If someone wants to pitch in, say $20, they can get 1/4, 1/5 ownership of that, and we'll put your name on the edge of the steel target. A suggestion, originally I thought we'll put it on the back, but someone said I might want to flip the targets around, so that's a good idea. So we'll put it on the edge because it'll be nice thick steel, and everyone who sponsors that target will have their name, either their username or their real name, whatever they want, and that'll be there. So, you know, 4 or 5 people per target. If you want to sponsor a whole target, we'll put your name and a message or whatever you want to say, and that'll be your target, and you'll get to pick the shape because we're actually having custom steel cut. If it's a group target, then we'll kind of hold a poll on Patreon. You know, everyone vote cowboy hat or whatever, you know. So, but if you sponsor it outright, it'll be yours. You can pick it. So that's one idea. Another thing is the shooting structure. We're going to do our best to basically use leftover roofing and lumber, but it's going to have some cost. I don't know how much, a few hundred. If people want to pitch in for that, I'm going to have a nice plaque made with people's names and a message on it, and that will probably be in the background of quite a few shooting videos, hopefully for years, even decades to come. So that's another idea. So basically announcing a new sponsorship tier, even if it's a one-time only donation type thing, or if you want to space it out over 6 months, that's cool too. Or if you can't, we understand that too. But, you know, to get people involved, to have their names out here, heck, might even invite you to come out and have a steak and beer and shoot some guns, not necessarily in that order once everything's done. But I thought that might be fun and also helpful because, you know, building something is not inexpensive, and we want to have a nice private range here with shooting structure. So let me know what you think. If you'd like to pitch on, I'll look on Patreon exactly what I need to do to set that up. I'm sure there's a way. But we'll be basically announcing a range tier, and I'll get exact donation numbers. But yeah, roughly speaking, you can pitch in for a target, full or partial, or you can pitch in to partially help build the shooting structure, and I'll get your name on a nice plaque, like we said. And there'll be a few other people that have just helped along the way too that'll be on there. But yeah, I've been teasing this for a couple of months, kind of workshopping it on the Patreon page and on my private Misha channel, but I thought it was time as spring comes in, because we wanted to wait to see where would be a good place to start planting the targets once the leaves are all out, because wintertime, it just sticks. But let me know what you think. If you can help, that's great. If you can't, totally understand. Still doing live streams. That's all a thing too. Liking, sharing, and subscribing is always great. But as we move into spring, we're on the first warm day here of the year. Hopefully we're going to have a lot more outdoors range shooting content, and also maybe just kind of like, you know, cabin living content, you know, just whatever, because this is all about fun and not just about firearms, but just outdoors, living life type thing. So let me know what you think. With that, this is Misha. Hope everyone's having a good start to their spring. And on behalf of J-Ro, Fox, and a few other folks you'll probably meet throughout this year, we'll all catch you very soon next time.